Quick Draw is a game that has drawings every 4 minutes. You can play it anywhere lottery tickets are sold. The game draws 20 winning numbers from a pool of 80 numbers, and you can pick whether you want to wager on 10 numbers out of those 20 that are selected, or all the way down to one number. You can actually play and win for just one number, and you can win up to 100,000. Bullseye doubles the cost of your ticket, but it gives you more ways to win and even gives you bigger prizes when you play Bullseye. And that Bullseye number is designated during the draw. One of those 20 numbers that are selected will be designated as the Bullseye number. Okay, so we're going to talk about quick draw spots, the numbers that you play. What's your favorite wager, the way you play? Besides that, when you pick do you pick your own numbers, and do you play a 4 spot or a 7 spot?
The main one I play is the 6 spot, because I have 3 nieces and 3 nephews, so I play their birthday. So I do the 6 spot.
What is a 6 spot? We talk about spots. What does that really mean to anybody?
6 numbers.
Six numbers.
It's the 6 numbers. So when you go to the second option, you have to select 6 numbers.
You play the 4 spot because?
I like the odds of winning. I feel like, out of 10 numbers, I might get 4 of those, and I like the top prize for that.
What is that top prize?
Well, with the Bullseye, 300.
Okay, and without the Bullseye?
55, 56,
Okay.
55.
And do you always play the Bullseye with that 4 spot?
Always.
Always. And that's how you won the $300,
The 300,
I guess, right?
yeah.
And Mary, how about you?
I play 10 spots because I have too many numbers I need to play.
Okay.
So 10 spots, and also because I'm always going for the big numbers to win. I always play the Bullseye. I think that it just adds just like all the other lottery games, that extra, okay, we can win a little more money. Plus, I think that it's a big jump if you get 8 numbers at 300 and then you get 1,200 with the Bullseye.
Chaz, how many numbers do you play? What's your favorite?
Same as Mary. 10.
Okay.
10 numbers, Bullseye. With 10 numbers, if you hit for 5 and you got the Bullseye, that pays for itself. So, they say you got to play to win.
Okay. And do you ever play any other wagers, like 4 spots or 2 or anything differently, or you just always stick to that same one?
10 spots if you get 5 numbers, or if you get 3 numbers in the Bullseye, that's still a nice one.
What would you tell anyone who's thinking about playing Quick Draw? If they were just learning about the game for the first time, what would be the one thing you would say to them about it that you know? I'm going to start with you, Yvonne.
I would tell them to definitely play in an area where you can sit down and watch the numbers. It's fun that way. You can win a lot of money and have fun. Play with your friends is good to play with. That way you guys can both look at the card and pick your numbers together and just have a lot of fun and win some money.
Okay. Giselle, what would you tell someone?
I would say it's fun. It's easy once you get a hang of it and know what you're doing, and always choose the Bullseye.
Mary, how about you? What would you tell someone for the first time?
First-time players, I think that I would tell them it's an exciting game to be able to watch your numbers come up and win lots of money.
Very good. Chaz, what would you tell someone playing Quick Draw for the first time?
Don't do it! No, I'm just kidding. I would tell them to make sure you play the Bullseye, because if your number comes out and it's a Bullseye number, you're going to wish you played the Bullseye. So if you play the Bullseye, it's going to double the amount that you wanted to play. So if you played for $2 and you pick the Bullseye, it's going to be $4. So you definitely have to explain, the wager with the Bullseye.
I would tell them to start out with $1 and play the Bullseye, and this way they could play multiple games and watch it. Especially if they're with a bunch of friends at a bar that happens to have it on the screen. It just adds to everybody looking, oh, isn't that your number? Isn't that your number? Yes, yes. So I would tell them to start off low, especially because of the Bullseye. If you start playing $10 and it's $20 a game, it can be a little expensive. But for $1 a game times 2, you can play 10 games, and that's 40 minutes of fun.
40 minutes of fun for
40
how much?
minutes of
Yeah.
fun.
Okay,
Yeah, that is.
That's it, every 4 minutes, right?
very good.
Yeah, every 4 minutes.
I think same. I'd start at a smaller wager and consecutive games. I like the fact that you could play that same ticket, 2, 5, 10 times if they want. So I think that piece of it is important for them to know if they can take that same ticket and play not just once, but a few more times.
What do you think, Yvonne? Anything else you would tell someone?
I would tell them to start off with playing maybe 4 or 6 numbers. I wouldn't do 10. If I wouldn't tell them to start out with 10 if they're new to the game. I think 4 numbers or 6 numbers is good. And then you play $1 and you play a good 2 to 4 games. I think it's more exciting.
Well, I'd like to thank you all for coming here today to have this wonderful discussion about the New Jersey Lottery's quick draw game. As we like to say, anything can happen in New Jersey.